Hello. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out. I think I finally got one part down. So, hi and welcome. I'm GrandmaMiMZi. I was not prepared, even though I said I would be. I'm sorry. I thought because Maniology said that they would be changing their schedule, that they would, and uh, I did ask, and they're gonna do oh, words are hard. It's been one of those days. Um, in the past, Maniology has been live every Tuesday. So that could be anywhere from 4 to 5 Tuesdays a month. Plus, they did the unboxing on the 23rd for the theme. So that could be anywhere from 5 to 6 videos. They are going down to 2 a month plus the unboxing. So I will be better at this, that when they're not live, that I will do my best to be here in case anybody wants to continue to meet up on Tuesdays, because I know it's become part of most people's routine, and the bonding of the concept that you go there and you are able to chat with people and have that connection. So I'm just wanting to provide that connection to continue that for the rest of everybody who has become quite honestly attached to the schedule of that mentally, emotionally, if that is something that will help other people. um like I said, all I can, and because I can, I will. So I'm going to kind of fill in that void if that helps. And if people aren't interested and don't want me to, then I'll figure out something else. But I know some people would be. So for those that come to watch, I'm gonna say this: I'm not a nail tech. I'm not a nail expert. I've been doing this long enough to pretty much have a pretty good grasp on things. And generally speaking, the questions that when there's something that I'm unsure about, I'm going to say 85% of the time that the response I get back is kind of me being on point. So I'm good with that. And we'll learn together for those of us that, because I'm still learning. I'm always learning. I'm going to be a kid at heart, mentally, emotionally. And truthfully, there was a lot of things I didn't get to do as a kid. I didn't that everybody else did. I didn't get to be a part of or take experience. So I'm having my late life kid revival. And somebody mentioned in one of someplace something in one of the groups I'm in, or I don't exactly remember where, but they were asking if anybody had any tips for getting a French to work. So I grabbed the French plates. I still have these ones here available. This is the new box for April. This is what's the theme? Timeless mod. So if there's anything anybody wants to see, anybody shows up, that has any questions, or trying to look at the I'll just be here for a little bit. I was a little late because I was waiting to see if there was a video that was going to go, and then when it didn't, then I went to go grab things, and I had to try like 4 times to get it to start up. So I didn't really go grab ones that were anything specific. I just grabbed what I had sitting out. Pam, how you doing? Hi Erlene, how you doing? Thanks for showing up. How you doing? I don't know that if you heard me say that in my intro and my explanation of things, I did reach out to ask the plans that Maniology is going to do. Hi Carmel. And so they're going to go down to two live videos a month, and plus the unboxing, the 23rd unboxing. So I will do my best to fill in on those days that they're not going to be live so that people can still. Oh, thank you. That people can still, because I know that, for me, I mean, it's been for a very long time. It's like, oh no, Tuesdays. Even my neighbor, when I chat, because she's like, okay, what did you do today? What new nails are you wearing today? Um, and she's like, do you have your live? I said, yeah, I gotta go. So this has become such a big part of my weekly schedule that I plan for this. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, that other people kind of feel the same way, that hey, on Tuesdays. So I get that this is kind of something that, oh, there's a change. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't like change. I really don't. I struggle with it a lot. So when something is going to change, I like as much notice as possible so that I can mentally, emotionally. Hi Dee, how you doing? Happy chimichangas to you. And greetings. Um, I don't like change, so I like to have it well in advance. I'm a huge planner. I mean, everything is written out and um my I'm like 6 months to a year, so I kind of work like what Maniology does. I do have plans for things. They're not exactly set in stone, but I have kind of a rough idea of what things are going to be. Oh my God, this one is so loved and so used. It's so scratched. Let me see. I don't know if that's gonna. I have a boat ton of scratches on that. I'll turn that off because if I have it on, it wears down the battery of my phone too fast, and then I won't be able to do a live. So I'm working on other details I can do. So I'm just cleaning plates here. Oh, let me scroll. Let's see here. Somebody was what? Oh, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. I'm in a position that I can, um, and so for filling in is kind of like I'm able to do it, and I want to give back. So I want to be a part of that, and still connect on the emotional parts of this, because Maniology is incredibly an emotional experience for me. So there's that. No, you broke your leg? Oh, I hope you are oh my gosh, oh, leg? No. Leg or hand? Huh. Wow. Oh my gosh, yeah. I am that I'm going to say that is breaking something. I have not broke anything. I have been assaulted and had things fractured, and I had my elbow broke. The funny part that's not so funny. Yeah, that was fun. Not. And then yeah, and it's been multitudes. It how many years? 20, 25 years, something like that. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, and it really messed up a lot of things in my life. I still have a dent in my elbow, and it still aches and hurts, especially when the weather changes. And yeah, fun. Yeah. Dee, I'm sorry. Ouch. Hi, Nana. if I miss saying hello, I'm sorry. Please, please don't be upset. I'm doing my best. And these screens are small. And when you get old, the tiny, tiny print is just like not your friend. It's just not. Sorry. So, is there anything anybody has questions about? Anything you want me to try? Anything I have handy? I have polish. I have the French plates. I have I have these plates. This is the April. I think I have a few over here. Easy access, because again, I wasn't quite prepared. Yeah, dominant hand. That I know that stinks. I have the abstract one. I have the one from the previous. I have that. What else do I have? And I have that one. Oh wait, I'm setting them down and you can't even see them. Good, great, great to be in the miss the X. Did you all like? Okay, so I have the ballroom one. I have the deco ones. One of the deco ones. No, those are the deco ones. And I have this other weird one. I like the oddball images. I didn't know if you all saw so there's the French. This is the 350 M350 M142. No, MX M142. So this is one of the ones that came in one of the boxes. This is the standard classic M052. The M289 and the stars. So this one has flowers. And this one was more like princess crowns, and that's got moons. This one also has flowers, but this one, I don't know, they're different, but they're kind of the same. Oh, yeah. Good thing it was on the non-dominant hand. Oh, the top plate. Get you the French. Get you this one. And this one. Because this one you can do a lot with. So get this one first. If you're into trying to do the different designs, you can get that one second. There's another one that's the block plate. That is just, it's like this, but they're rounded and they're small to large. So what you can do, as far as being new, I have a tip. Where's my scraper? I didn't completely clean up my mess from earlier. Okay, so on the stamping and the scraping. Okay, you're going to, we'll grab a polish. On the block one, or on this one, or on any of these, this is, hi Darlene, I bought the nail foils this month. Have you ever used the foil? I can't find directions for not using UV gel polish. I'm going to try it using the sticky base. I don't really have the foils, but I think it's kind of like, yeah, you can use the sticky base. But do I still have the foils? I have the foils that's in the little clear plastic box. I had it over here. I don't have it with me. If you like, I can do that next week. Or I can do that on Thursday. If I have time on Thursday to do a live, I'll do foils then on my next thing. I'll have those handy. But to the quick question of, as a beginner, if you're using anything, this is a negative space. And a negative space, so really quick for those who are, experienced, and those who are not. So I'm going to turn this light on really for a short minute. So when you're doing, and you have your plate flat, and normally when you are, you do it this way. Normally when you are going to be scraping, throw things around, scraping across, you're going to be doing it at an angle. And it's just this, we're talking the weight of the card. You are holding this just ever so lightly, and you're not so much dragging it across, but skimming it across. To put it in terms, it's kind of like, if you can wrap your head around this, it's like skipping rocks across a lake or a pond, or stick shift driving, how you have to maneuver the brain. So you're just going to ever so lightly glide this across, because if you go too much to weight, you're going to dig into the edge of this. This is a well, essentially a tiny thin well of the polish, and you want it to stay within that, and the plate is just taking it off across the top. You are not going into the little deeper part where you get the image. Hi, Four. How you doing? So you're going to and for, if the other person that asked the question, I'm going to kind of share. So because they were having difficulties, I saw a question that said, does anybody have any tips? So again, it's just light pressure, and you're just going to go across the top. It's just a skim. And then, hey, let's use this. Will that work? Yeah, that's going to work. And then you're going to go across your and you want to have the points up, because the points are the part that comes here. And then you're going to, I don't know if this is going to see really well because but you're going to line it up so that the point is at your edge, and you're going to kind of stretch down to get it to go where it matches up around your nail. And this didn't work because this isn't wet. I didn't do the stampy like I should. So tape. Okay, another comment, I would start with something that doesn't rely on a pattern. It is a learning curve to get a full nail. You would be better off if you can pick it up and down. Cover bare areas to start. 4 is saying, I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm still here for the day. That's kind of where I'm going to leave it. Okay, so you want to have a new polish that you are, and what I mean by new is you, on your acrylic tip, on your personal nail, you want something that you have freshly polished, so that that what you are applying the polish stamping to has something to stick. And because that is, and basically if you're polishing over something, even if it's semi-dry, so that you don't transfer one into the other, I always wipe off, even if it's the clear, because then your clear is not going to be clear anymore. So you want to let this dry until it's just tacky. Oh, Nana, I have way too many favorite plates. There's no way. It's like I couldn't nail it down like a favorite TV show or favorite book or favorite food. I'm just all about all of it. But this one is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. I have a few others. So this is just tacky. And now you want to size up where you're at. So this one is the one that matches. So I'm going to go back. And I hope y'all can see. I mean, am I lined up clearly? Can y'all see the oh, the swirls. Oh, absolutely, the swirls. That's the other ones on my list. I like the full swirls. I like the French tip swirls. Swirls are absolutely yum yum. Okay, so I did get it. I did get a thing in the middle where I did not get it to completely. And the pressure was too much. So we'll try that again. We're going to show you proper. Yeah, it's not a wish list. We've expanded the wish because the wish is too much. It's too big. So we first went to wish novels, and now it's a wish library. So there, I got it over. I got a little bit too much on the of a dent in there, but it won't be too noticeable because I can fill that in. So where'd my nail go? So now we're going to line it. Can you see me? Okay, so we're going to line this up to where that point and that one edge is, and you're just going to slowly rotate around. I didn't stretch. It's not big enough. And when you're doing this on your nail, so go up one more. When you're doing this on your nail, let me find one. Now that I'm trying to show, I mean, any other time I can get it. Now that I'm trying to actually do it and go, hey, here's how you do it. Okay, so I put something on my nail to have it to grab to. You add a little bit more polish than you think you might need. Okay, instead of being at the angle, you're going to be flat, glide across. Pick quick. And then you are going to lay down and give it a bit of a stretch until you have it lined up. Oops, it broke. Just go back and get it. And then as soon as it lines up with the other one is where you let go. Full nail patterns are, yeah, full nail patterns. And what they mean by the full nail pattern is that you have a full pattern on the block instead of something that is, oh, and Lisa, you're here. You had questions about lining up for straight lines. So one of the quick things you can do, super quick and easy, and I had more ideas. I was going to do a full video on it, but here is one just to kind of get you some tape, whatever tape that you use that you like. I prefer the masking tape. And then where you want to do your lines, you put it, let's just say you want to do one down the middle. Put that over the part you don't want polish on. Which one of the designs on this did you want? Pick something that... Nope, I turned it the wrong way. There we go. Pick one of the items on this. something that's similar to what you were trying to do. Okay, so I'll do this one. And just line it up against the tape. And then when you take the tape off, you have the line. If you're trying to do something that is more and you want the tape. So if you have tape that's like Scotch tape or something that is on a cutter that you have the teeth, I would recommend using scissors or something so that you don't have that jagged edge unless you turn that jagged edge outward so that it's not. See, and I didn't even cut that straight. Of course, it would also help to have scissors that were straight instead of using ones that were not. So if this is what you wanted to do, I dropped that. I'm doing really well today. Thank you very much. And then you could use a brush, like the fine brushes, or you could have gone over that before you took the tape off. Or if you have something like a dotting tool, and fill it in darker if that's what you wanted, if your hands are steady enough. But I have my days where they are, and I have my days where they're not. And the other option you could do is the Mani mask. That if you have this stuff that would go around your cuticles, do your line the same way with this on your nail. And then when you're done, you pull that part off. Does that help answer your question? I had a few more ideas, but I didn't write them down, and at the moment I don't. But when I go back and think about it, like I said, I was going to do a whole process there. One day, all the ideas were coming to me about ways that you can do lines. And then I got busy and forgot and didn't write it down. And then like the ideas are gone. But if I go back and say, all right, remind me what I was thinking about, and I have peace and quiet, I'll go, yes, I meditate, and I'll go sit and just kind of like, and it'll come back. I'm just at the moment, to be honest, we were up early, and I needed a nap. So, I had about 2 hours before Maniology was supposed to go live, and they didn't. So I took a nap, and then I woke up right before, like maybe 20 minutes before, and my brain's not quite awake. Just to be honest, I am. What's that phrase for the cereal? Cuckoo for cocoa nuts? Cocoa Puffs. I didn't like them, but the wording stuck. Okay. Nana, also you can really change the look of the design and save yourself from reverse stamping by dotting a couple of colors on your nail and then gently blending with a makeup sponge. Oh, there's so many techniques. This is why I refer to. So when people come in and I go, welcome to the Ohana, that's Hawaiian for family, and welcome to the rabbit holes, because there's so many areas of the nail art of using the plates and the techniques and tape and dotting tools and brushes and mixing and matching, and that when you pick up a design like I did earlier, I had it and then I lost it. When you pick up a design like something off of one of these other plates, and what you want to use has other images around it. Let's see. Let me pull like this one. So let's just say you wanted to use the moon in that. Well, it came up too fast. I'm sorry. You wanted to use the moon. Then basically you could, don't use as much polish to cover. If you just want like one section, cover the area of the section that you want instead of filling the whole block. And then I'm not going to take that off. But where's my scraper? I just lost it. Do your scraping, do your pickup, and then you come through and you remove the parts that you don't want to have on your nail. And then stamp. And that's isolating. Is that you remove the parts. Or if the part you picked up and there's some pieces that you got from another one, you clean those off before you stamp so that then you don't have to clean them off from your design. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am pretty good at what I do. And if I had more time and less and I was less frazzled, because I'm very frazzled. I get upset way too easy. I know. I'm super sensitive to everything, and then it throws me off my calmness. So I do work to try and be calm as much as possible. But I have seen some things that people did. I'm like going, how in the world that must have taken them? Oh my God, the designs that they do are so elaborate and beautiful. I'm going, I wish I could do that too. But at the same time, I go, okay, one of these days I'll figure it out. Because the one thing I know is that when I start thinking like, I'm not good enough like everybody else, oh my God, I wish I could do that, or I wish I could be better, or why can't I do it like that? Or then you get into this weird mental state of mind, and this is a thought process for everybody. So if you see somebody has a nice house or a nice car or nice clothes, whatever it is, the item is, if you start doing that envy thing and getting jealous, that really does not help you. So I have learned, don't be frazzled. You help all of us. So, oh God, I love you, Dee. I'm a basket case, I admit, and I say that in jest, to be funny, just because, but yeah, I'm just, Seriously, if I'm in a store or just outside talking to the neighbors and there's this loud bang, I'm like this. Oh my gosh. It just, my nerves are shot. You can also use saran wrap scrunched up and tap the polish. Oh, you can use saran wrap scrunched up and tap the polish that's on your nails. Or smoosh with your stamper. I love smoosh. Smoosh. Do I have, what can I do with smoosh? Oh, I can do this one as a smoosh. See, this is why I like this plate. This plate you can use to do a bunch of stuff. So, what do you think about these colors? You know, I'm going to do these ones. This is the Cerise. Good grease I have this. Ceristo Sage that came in last month's box. It's not available to everybody yet, but it will be at some point in time soon. So you can do a smoosh where you do different dots of things, and I didn't put enough of that one on, but that's okay. And then you kind of just stick them in there. I'm trying not to use too much because a smoosh can get goopy. And you don't slide, you just smoosh. And then you apply. And you get this weird, but if you want to, you can then do your gliding. That's not going to work. I need more. And then if you're really quick, when you get polish on you, my recommendation is you use something over. So if you don't have the Mani mask, you don't want to get the Mani mask, which is you put this on around your nail, around your cuticle, and then it peels off when you're done, it dries. Use some cuticle oil around your nail. After you've done your nail polish remover or whatever it is that you've done to prep and cleaned everything off, you use this around your nail and leave it. And you can take something with nail polish remover or rubbing alcohol and fold this up ever so tight so that it's just a little bit. And then you use the tip so that you got that and just go over your nail so that you get the oil off your nail. Oh yeah, Maniology's polishes, they are worth, because I have gotten from other companies, and the only one that I think, and here's the thing, you can paint your base nail with Maniology, which is why I like them. For the size of the bottle, and the price that you pay, because generally speaking, I think there's only a few colors that are like around $12. Most of the other ones are $10, between $10 and $7. So for this bottle, this size bottle, you get your money's worth, and you can totally paint your nail with it. Or you can use, there's the other one I was talking about that is the block plate. That's the name of it. So if you type in the search block, I don't remember the number of it, it'll give you it'll show you the plate, and there are these little bulbs of blurbs of things, but it's like this. It's just the nail valley that you can then use that, and you, again, it's a learning curve. It's going to be one you have to practice with, but once you get the hang of it, you can use that to paint your nail. And where did I do my you can paint your whole nail and have it done in like seconds, because the layer is so super thin that your nails are done just to paint a base color. But She Modern polishes, they're only meant to be stamped, because if you put them on as a base color or use them, it'll never dry. I kid you not. I mean, I had one that I did on a stick, and a week later, it was still tacky. It was still, so hers are super beyond sticky for the ones that I've tried so far. Beyond sticky. And I really have to go back 2 or 3 times to clean my plate because I use these thin ones. Yeah, they're worth the money for that. They last a while, but they're strictly for stamping only. So what you can do, oh no, I'm going to do this one. What you can do is, again, you're going to use a little bit more than what you think. And I go about 3/4 of the way down, because as you're scraping down, you're filling in. But then again, I have such tiny nails. If you've got bigger nails, you're going to need to figure the adjustment of how to, yeah, I'm having dexterity issues obviously today. Nope. If you've got bigger nails and you're new at this, use a little more polish. And I've got ones from like 2 years ago. I kid you not. I got it when we were moving. So again, you're going to be very flat. You're going to glide across. I could see where I'm, doggone it. Glide across. You know what? I'm going to go this way. Glide across. I'm not getting it to fill in. See, I used too much pressure on that. And thank you, Dee. Thank you. Block plate is M319. Yeah, but see, the thing with using it on the sponge, and I agree, I have them. I use them for, you know, doing certain arts. But once you get the hang of it, I think using the block plate, you're going to use less polish using this than you would on the sponge. But if you're a beginner, that is a great option. So, and when you're having difficulties, I know a lot of people have said, I can't get things to pick up. Make sure that this edge of your scraper is clean, because that will interfere, and that your surface is flat might be my problem. So as you go down, you're just taking off the top layer, and you see how all of that is filled in, and then you're going to stamp, and you've picked up a pretty good amount. I'm going to clear this off. Less cleanup on me. And then, like doing the French, you're going to line up the corner. So you're going to have a little bit, that corner is on you, and you're going to stretch and pull it across. You just need to stretch a little bit to make sure it covers, and then you have it all over you. So now you have your polish done, and it is dry. It's totally dry. And I don't have my other tools. I love those ones with that we got. They work so well in the cleanup. They came in not last month's box, but was it the previous month's box? Previous month's. So now you have that and you can go. You just need to do a little bit of cleanup. And like I said, if I'd have done the cuticle oil around, I wouldn't have so much. And the darker pigments like the blues and the reds, sometimes the greens, but definitely the blues, the reds, and black, you will get around your edge. So put something there, put lotion, put oil, put tape, do the stickies, do everything you can do in your arsenal, because you will be wearing that around your cuticles forever. And then my messy mess. And then the reason I suggest this one is you can use these designs. And back in the day, what they would do to kind of save polish is they would do like this shape at the tip, because essentially this is what wears. So you would take that part off and then just do a clear coat, and then that would be your, so as it grew out, it didn't look like it was wearing as much. And if you miss a spot, you can go back and go over it with what you have on your. And then I do try to free it, because sometimes it's easier than just fighting with stamping again. But once you get the line of where you're supposed to be at, you can do a second coat with the brush if you are handy. If not, just restamp. Once you get the hang of it. Oh, the Pretty Petals ones. I love that plate. That's a brand new one. M571. The Abstract French. I don't remember which one that is, but it sounds familiar. I like all the... There was only like one or two of the Frenches. Even though I bought them, I didn't really like them. One was like the leopard print kind of thing, and there was another one that did something else. But I'll wear them at some point, I know. Steamboat Willie is get it while it's still available, because that's that one, who knows. And then yeah, Dee's got some great suggestions. Dee's awesome on her nails. She watched one of my videos and then now she's a pro. So you could do this one, or you could do one of these instead of trying to get the straight line, because that straight line I know is not always easy. I just showed you tricks to get them to make it easier, but sometimes you're in those where things just don't work. So we'll go with that. And then I did the powder earlier, so I'm kind of trying to use it because, you know, hey, we're gonna. So we picked up that one, and now trying to figure out which way I'm going here. Now I'm gonna half moon it. Trying to see where I lined it up. Okay, so I got the image where it's partway through. I can't quite see because the glitter is absconding my, and I got it wrong. That's fun. But there you go. You put it over, and then the tape keeps it from doing bad things. And now it's too dry. It's not going to stick. But you can do these at the base. Let's see about getting this one off. Nope. It's too dry. Dried too quick. Okay. My thoughts on this. I like the sparkle of it. It seems a little low. I know it's sold by weight. It seems like there's a lot less in this one than there is in some of the other ones. I like the sparkle of it, but I don't like the chrome of it. And that's what this is. It came in this month's box. Oh no, no, not break you. This is why I say it's a wish library, because even though I have a lot of plates, okay, I've lost track. You can do the math. I have been for probably, how long has Maniology been doing? I want to say 7 or 8 years. And I think I started right after they became Maniology. But we'll just go with the math that, and I don't do math in my head. So one of you fine ladies can help me out. But 2 plates a month for, say, 6 years. 2 times 12 is 24, and 24 times 6. And then I cannot tell you how many times that they came out with a new plate that I got an order, which was 3 or 4 plates. That was probably 2 or 3 a month. And how many of the ones that I got that was, oh, hey, here's a special. You can get 5 or 6 plates in a bundle. I have a lot of plates. And I still have more in storage that I can't get to. So it's bad. It's really, really bad. And I can cook cheap. I can take a few ingredients and make something for dinner that will feed the hubster. And hubster, I will tell you, I was talking to one of his coworkers when he worked at a different location, that we have remained friends. So we chat every so often. And at one point he made a comment that I guess some new people had gotten hired at the location he was working at back then. And they were like, he's got a wife, right? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, doesn't the wife feed him? He is so super skinny that I always say that his clothes are false advertising, because when you see him without all of his layers of clothes, because he works in a cold environment, so he has long johns and sweatpants and, multiple layers, and then his work clothes so that he can stay warm. And so at this point, when he takes his clothes off, oh my God. D, I literally have over 300 polishes. I know it's a problem. I would say watch the sale tab and pick up colors there. Otherwise, just pick what you like. You won't regret it. Yeah. And D, I probably have more than that, because again, like with the plates where you get the specials, and that you get like 5 or 6 in a bunch. I was doing that at least once a month. I have more polishes. I have been organizing the ones I have here. And we moved here 2 years ago. So that's what I was saying earlier, and I got kind of distracted myself. But I we were in the process of moving, and I basically kept one of my Maniology subscription boxes. And I want to say it was for May or June of 2023 when we moved in 2023. And I just stuck it in my bag of things, because I'm going to want to do my nails. I'm going to need polish. I'm going to need something. And everything went in storage because we didn't know where we were going to go. It was one of those moves that kind of like, you got to move now. So I don't count anymore. So basically I had it in my bag, And then we ended up figuring out that we got this place really quick, and just like on the same day. It was like divine intervention or something. And so I had that with me. And then whatchamacallit, a couple of weeks later, Hubster managed to get to the storage and brought me some stuff on a couple of trips. And on one of the trips, he brought as much of my nail stuff that he could see and find. I know I have more. He did not, I don't think he remembers what the boxes look like. He got the ones that he remembered I had stuff in, but I think there's other boxes that that are different colors and different things that he didn't. And I know I have plastic tubs of stuff. Maniology goals. Yeah. So in the processes of this, we ended up, because we got to this place, the unit that we got was really, really tiny. It was a box, a closet. It was tiny. It was a room, one of their tiny studios, because they didn't have anything else available at the time. So it's a sink and the stove. There wasn't even enough room. I mean, literally, there wasn't even enough room. It was like the sink and the stove. There was like no countertops whatsoever. I had a table, a pull-out bed that was the couch that I couldn't figure out how to pull out. It was literally 3 or 4 steps getting off the couch to the TV where they had the dresser, and it was like 5 or 6 steps to the bathroom. It was so freaking tiny, and we were there for 2 weeks, and one of the guards said, "Hey, yeah, if you want another place, you need to keep reminding them like every week, like every couple of days." And so Hubster went down there and said, we want a bigger place if one comes available. And they go, "We got one." And I'm like, "I'll take it." So like literally 2 weeks later, we ended up moving into this unit. And then I did my video. It was a horrible video, but I did my video that month. Yeah, 2 new colors every month. The monthly box, fantastic. You might not like the colors, but it'll add to your collection. And if there's a color you don't like, then you can use that color to be your practice color, because it won't matter to you if you're using up the polish. But in that box that I was talking about from 2 years ago, I still have that bottle, and I've had to add a little bit of the polish thinner because it was starting to get super thick. But I still have that polish. That was Ocean Floor. The one that was, whatchamacallit, Ocean Floor and Deep something. Deep sea, deep's in the word. But they're kind of like, one's blue, one's a blue-green, one's an aqua blue. But I still have those. They're half full. And when I got those, I like those. I was using those a lot last year. I was using those all the time. Yeah, the monthly box, the subscription for the box, you get 2 plates and 2 polishes. Like, so this is the current one. I just got it. Is this plate and this plate. And this is what they stamp like. And they pick the theme. So you get the polish, and then you get the 2 plates. And then you get a gift. And this month it's the powder. It's the chrome glitter shimmer kind of stuff. So that is $30. Depending on your area, if your area charges tax, it's plus tax. It includes the shipping, so it's just the tax. And then when you sign up, if you sign up right now, you're a brand new subscriber, you can use sub 5 in the code, and it'll save you $5. It'll only be $25 plus tax. And then, so you'll get this set, unless you wait until the 23rd, which will be the new theme, and you won't know what that is until the 20th of this month. And then Ocean Floor and Deep Space could be. The polish in the bottle, I've been doing this, like I said, I want to say 6 or 7 years, and I had some polishes that were in a back room where there was no air conditioning, and they did dry up from a lot of different companies. But generally speaking, the ones that I have had with me, I'm going to say for the better part of 5 years, are still good. Yes, they hold up. And like I said, I got that polish. I know definitely it's Ocean Floor was one of them, and the other one was something else. I could go back and look at my things for when it came up. But you can see on the, when I go to grab it, I don't have access to it here. But it's still down to here. And I use the heck. Dee will tell you, I use a lot of polish. I do a lot of videos. I'm always using my polish. Yeah, polish it never really goes bad. It's just that the ingredients that keep it fluid kind of dry out because of you open it and use it. So as you stamp, a good habit to get into is you're going to open your polish, and this is kind of the trick I do because you don't want this to get goopy. So I go and I do this kind of swirly thing where I get it off the base. I get it off the stick so it's not glopping down. And then you do what you do. And then like when you have a money safe, you just do a quick spin. Just quick spin and set it down. Pick up from the glass, not your bottle top, because then you won't spill like me. You can use any brand of polish thinner. You can do any brand of company that you like. I've used other companies, and I do like the way the Maniology one does. And if you go figure, Maniology is the one that created the formula in the first place. Their thinner is going to be with their formulation of things. So yeah, I've heard good things about Orly. I have not ventured into. I started with Maniology, and then I started my channel, and I didn't really have anybody that I could talk to, so I just started with that. I am just now, all these years later, finally getting comfortable to venture out into other brands. And the thing is, though, I know, and just in my my girl math, grandma math of nail ease, is the bottle that I got from the other company, from a local place that my husband goes to get the supplies for me because they're along his beaten path of travels between here and work. So the bottle was probably about that much big. It was a good size bottle. And the amount of money that cost, I don't remember exactly what it was. I've had it for a while. But I'm just saying that about the same time I was going, oh, Maniology has their thinner, and I was comparing it. The bottles that you get from Maniology are smaller, but the combined total of the two liquid bottles that you get was more than the single bottle I got, and the price was about the same or less. So that's why I'm like, and then if you're, oh my God, there's so many things about Maniology. Basically, if you're not a subscription member, to get the free shipping, you have to make a purchase to, of a certain amount. I want to say it's like $50 to get the free shipping. So you might as well add thinner and stuff because at some point you're going to need it. But like I said, yeah, just add that and it brings it back to life. But if you get the subscription, I recommend if you can sign up for the 6 month because it's $144 plus tax. Plus all those points go to your rewards, which is fantastic, and you get those immediately. And you can't use my code, but again, you can use the sub 5. Yeah. The ones that I've seen, the etching on the Maniology plates, some of theirs are very thin and finely textured, like these lines right here are super, super thin. So you have to go slow and practice, because essentially this is a well, it's a groove that you're putting the polish in, is the etchings. And when you scrape over and it's so thin, it's so easy to not get the whole part. But yeah, so you're gonna, it's $30 a month versus $144 for 6 months. You save a lot of money, almost enough that if you do that twice a year, then you pretty much, it saves you 1 to 2 monthly boxes. But if you need to go monthly, go monthly. Do what works for you. But yeah, you get the 2 plates, you get the 2 polishes, and be on the lookout because you can get a mystery bundle of plates and polishes that is a cheaper price. You have no idea what's going to be in it, what you're going to get. You can get the polishes, they'll give you full size, or they'll give you, these are the mini sizes. So you can get ones that's a bundle set for these sizes and a bundle set for the bigger sizes. And you can get the mystery bundles for the plates too. Nana's getting all the goods. She's getting all the details from all the people. Straight up. Oh yeah. Absolutely fabulous for beginners because you get a bunch of plates, you get a bunch of polish, and it's super cheap compared to buying them straight out. Because I want to say it's like what, $16, $17, $15, something like that. It's been a while. Because I got so many, I went, okay, I think I need to slow down on the plates. Because the funny thing is, and this was like 3 years ago, one of the things that they have is these plastic sheets that you get a binder, a 3-ring binder, and then it's got holes for the 3-ring binder. And then in that, the sheets, you can slide, it's got pockets for your plates. I want to say it came with like 15 pages. I didn't even have it halfway full. And I said, can you bring that to me? It's a little heavy. And he went, oof, you're right. Bye, Lisa. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to try and do this every week as much as I possibly can. And I think for the most part, I know the part that Maniology does is the creativity, trying to go, okay, we have a plate, here's a technique, let me show you how to do it. That is a lot of brain power, and it's a lot of time, and it's a lot of sitting down and figuring it out. And then you also have to look at the trends. And I'm telling you, I've been watching trends and I go, okay, I want to do something about that. And then 3 weeks later, I'm still going, oh my God, how am I going to share? So, hi, Ursuline. Oh, Lisa, I hope you get better soon. Please do. Ginger, lots of ginger ale. Oregano. That's the other thing. Get you some oregano. Oregano is something that is, yeah, I'll need to share more on that. But eat oregano, and if you can, put it raw on things. If you can grind it up, there's a way you can make it out of an essential oil. If you can get a true essential oil, putting oregano on your feet, oh my God, hands down. Ursuline, I am just kind of being here because it's Tuesday and Maniology didn't do their live this week. So I'm going to try and fill in that hole that when they're not live, I'm going to go live on Tuesday so that y'all have a place to come and go, hey, how we doing? How we feeling? Did we eat today? What's going on? And then, if someone has questions or wants a demo and I know how to do it, I'll share. And if I don't, somebody will explain it to me in the comments, and then I'll go, okay, it's like this. And then we'll all learn. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, hit the like button. It does help me. It helps my channel, helps a lot of things. I appreciate it so much. They're schooling Nana. Yes, Nana is new. Nana is a new follower, so she's new to me, and she's new to Maniology, and we are getting her into understanding Maniology. Oh, and Pam says the nail polish, the label trick. Okay, so like on this one, do I have a new one that oh, I already did it. Okay, so basically when you get your polish, your regular polish, do I have one that has, okay, so when you get your regular polish, whether you buy it an individual piece or you get it in the box or whatever, they change the bottle, and this one is one of the older ones, so it's not as bad, but the newer ones have these nubs, these numbers or something on the bottom where they put the polish. And then it comes off, and then you have a mystery polish, so you have no idea what it is. So when I get mine originally, if you're very careful, a lot of times they're so loose you don't even have to work at it. And usually I use my tweezers that I don't have with me. But they come off fairly good. And then you can put them someplace else. I like to put them on the front here, right next to the main logo, because then I know what it is and they don't come off. If you put it on this, to me, they don't stick as well. And this is this is plastic. It does weird things. And then you can get, here's my other tips. Okay. For doing nails, you need to get the sticky stamper station. Just buy it for the once to have it, because the sheets in there are fabulous. And Maniology did a video on it. I've done a video on it. If people need more, I can do a video on it. But the sticky stamper station it comes with sheets of these, and it comes in a box, or you can just buy these. I want to say that it's like $12-15, give or take. And in the box that's the holder, you get 50 of these sheets. If you buy the refill pack, it's 100, and it's the same price. So however you want it to do. But you peel this part, and this part is sticky here on this part, so that when you go to clean off your polish off your stamper, that's what you use. This part you can then plan. So you can say, okay, this is what I think I want to do, and you can test it out. You then have a space where you can do other things, or you can write it out. So, okay, I did this polish, it's this number, it's this plate number, and then you can keep these to be able to remember what you did in the past. So if you want to redo that, you have it. This back side, if you don't do that, this back side, like I did the smooch on this, you can do the smooch on this. There's like 101 uses for them. I swear to God, they are fantabulous. But you can get you those just to be able to have them as you progress and get better. In the beginning, I didn't think I needed them, and then I figured out I needed them. The other thing is, most people suggest that you use Scotch tape. I don't like Scotch tape or that type of, in that plastic thing, the Scotch tape related. Other companies make it. I like the masking tape because I get a really big roll for not that, it's like $5-6, and then I can do all kinds of things with it. You can tear it and put it around. When I did Scotch tape around this, it was so pokey and pinchy, and it didn't bend. It didn't do a lot of things. But to each their own. If you like the Scotch tape, keep using it. So then you can, like I said, do that. You can use it to clean off your stampers. You can get lint rollers that are like this. You can get the bigger ones to clean off your stamper, or, leave it on the roll or lay it out flat and do that. But the other thing I like is, this is the wrong one, but I like the one, it's green, and it's by Duck, D-U-C-K. But it's the packing tape. And this works really well. My husband buys like 3 of these for me when he buys them. That way I have them on hand. And that will help you. The regular sticky stamping pad is $13. The mini stamper station is $8. Okay, my numbers were off. Thank you, Dee. Dee's my bestie. Dee keeps me honest. So you have so we did this, you did the plates, you did the thing. Oh, and the rewards. Make sure you sign up for the rewards, because every purchase that you do, you start off with the first tier of the level. You get, I want to say 12 points per dollar. So when you pay for, however you're going to order the monthly subscription, because they have 2. They have the full box, and then they have the express kit. The express kit doesn't come with the polish. So if you're trying to build up your polish, you want the express kit. You don't want the express kit. But when you pay for your monthly subscription. So if you're doing the monthly subscription, whenever you sign up, you're going to get the most current box. Because the new box begins on the 23rd of every month. So right now, like I said, is the one that I showed you. If you wait until the 23rd of next month, you'll get a different box. So on the next month, then, if you sign up now, on the 1st of May, you will get charged for the next box. That will be, will it be? No. I'm trying to think. If you sign up now, you're going to get, yeah, if you sign up now, you will get that box. You won't get charged on the 1st of May, you'll get charged on the 1st of June, I think it is. But double check support at Maniology.com, and they'll give you the exact timeline. But essentially, once you buy your first box, then every month on the 1st, you will get your next month's charge, and it will ship out. If you do the prepaid one, on your shipping date, your box will automatically ship. Mine basically shipped on the 25th. I had it on the 29th. I kid you not. I have not had it that fast in a very long time. Shocked the stuffing out of me. And I actually did my video and got mine up and shared before Guyleen, who is another influencer. She's huge. I love Guyleen. I've been following her for years. But yeah, I got my unboxing done 2 days, I think, before she did hers. Because she just did hers, I think, the other day. I'm like, oh, wow. That was so funny. So yeah, but basically when you get your monthly box, that purchase goes to your rewards points. And the rewards points, when you're on the first tier, you won't get much. But as you build yourself up, if you just buy the monthly box and maybe 1 or 2 more purchases, I have to go back because the prices have changed, you will then have enough at the end of the year to use your code to get a free box. Or you can use it to get a bottle of the sticky stamping polish. They have a polish of the month that they might be sharing. They have tools that you could get. It's free shipping, or you can create your own because it says that there's a coupon you can use. You use that code, and then it takes so much off your discount of, I mean, you got to go check that out. The rewards is worth it. So even if you're not a member of the subscription box, go sign up for the rewards right now. And then, like I said, do your math and figure out which works for you. But either the monthly box or the prepaid. So there's a $30 for the monthly box. For the full box, there's a 3-month, and I don't remember what it is. I want to say it's like $96. It's just under $100 for a 3 months prepaid, and then it's $144 for the 6-month. And then if you do the prepaid ones, you put your $30 aside every month as if you were paying for your full box. You put that in a little savings account you don't touch. High interest, American Express. You can get yourself a high interest, high yield savings account. Tell them Grandma sent you. I get nothing for it. Hi, Melissa. How you doing? But yeah, basically get you a high interest, high yield savings. I'll have to go figure out what the exact high yield interest savings account where you're getting like 4%. Stick that money aside. American Express is the one I love the best. Go put your money in that account every month or every week or every other week, however you get paid. When you have extra dollars and you want to send it over religiously every single week. And then by the time your next installment is due, you'll have the money. You pull that out. And the thing I love is that if you do it on a weekday and you say, send me the money, you can expedite it. There's a little box you can check. You will have it like the same day or the next day. It doesn't take that like 3 or 4 or 5, 10 days or whatever the case. And then you will have that money in your account, and then you can put that towards your charge of where you need it to be or go or whatever the case. I'm doing a lot better. How are you? I needed a nap. I took a nap. I feel better. If my brain is finally waking up. But yeah, so then you save your money for your 3 months or your 6 months, and then when you have the next installment is ready to go. And at the same time, whatever that amount is, if you're doing the 6-month one, I would triple that. Because in October, you're going to want the mystery box that comes out for Halloween. The theme is different, but it's a Halloween themed box, and it comes out around August or September, because it comes out before Halloween. So you get it at the end of September. Yeah, I know that feeling of not sleeping well. I've had that a lot for a bunch of years for a lot of reasons. And the one thing I found, I'll get back to the rest of it. Pumpkin seeds, raw, unsalted, unroasted pumpkin seeds. You can grind them up, sprinkle on things. They help with sleep. I'm telling you. Better than a sleeping pill. Better than, which I don't like the medications things, because then you wake up groggy. And the melatonin is kind of the same way. If you don't get it at the right time, you're like, ugh. Pumpkin seeds. I kid you not. And it helps with a little bit of the owie boo-boos. If I say the OUCH word, Miss Pampered Princess is going to go ballistic. Because she knows words. She's way too smart. But save your money, because you're going to want the limited edition Halloween box. It's an Advent style countdown box. It has 13 items in it. It's a little over $100. If you are a rewards member, Muse, which is the 3rd tier, if you're one of those members, you get early access by 1 day and you get a discount. And then there's a couple other things. If you subscribe to the monthly box, you get a discount. And then there's something else. There's another way that you get a discount. I forget which. Mine is so super smart. Oh my God, she just it's like I could do a YouTube channel on this dog. I mean, she knows I'm talking about her. Ears just went, "What, Mom?" So yes, you're gonna want the Halloween box, because the Halloween box usually is fantabulous. There's only 1 year that I wasn't super thrilled, but I still liked the items that were in it. It wasn't as, like, oh my God. And in that box are exclusive items you can't buy, because after the boxes release, it probably like mid October, early October, all the items in the box goes on sale individually instead of getting it by the box. But there's anywhere from 3 to 5 items that will not be available on the website. So people get really anxious about that. So you want to get that. And then in the wintertime, they have the same thing that is a countdown advent calendar for Christmas. And I want to say that comes out October, November. They're like 2 or 3 months apart. And they're all about $100 for those. So you need 144 for your 6 month. So you need 144 twice plus tax, and then you need about 125 twice. That's 250. So yeah. And the fun thing is getting that box. That will get you a lot of product. That will get you plates, because there's usually 3 to 5 plates. Yeah, it's right after, it's somewhere in the timeline of Halloween. Oh, so basically you get definitely there's 3 polishes, maybe 4, because sometimes it changes. So you get 3 to 5 polishes or plates, 3 to 4 polishes. You get a bunch of tools, a bunch of all kinds of things that are absolutely nail related. You're gonna love it. The Christmas one, sometimes it's not so great. But I've always liked them. I just haven't always loved them. That's the distinction. And I'm such a nail hog. Yeah. It's not an addiction. It's a necessity. I'm telling you. After a while of doing that, you're killing me. You're going to break it. No. At one point, you're going to go, I will, it's rent, mortgage, insurance, basic necessities for utilities, food. And even then, food is questionable. But you You do the base necessity of things, and then you go, where can I budget to eliminate the extras that I can then account for the extra money to put towards the, yeah, it becomes a priority. Experienced ladies, do I lie about this? I mean, I have figured out there were things I wanted to get, and I've said this on the thing that I have a husband who is agreeable for me to do this. I've seen a lot of comments where people gotta have the nail kits. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people who goes, I have to hide this from my husband because he says I have too much. They get mad or whatever the case. I am blessed to have a husband that, all right, fine. If you think we can afford it, he didn't have a problem. And he'll even like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'm like, okay, here's the design I did. What do you think? Oh, I like that one and that one. And so yeah, he spends about 5 seconds and then he's off to whatever else he is doing. But what was I going to say? So yeah, there have been times where I have figured out, okay, let's do Great Northern beans and French onion soup and homemade bread, and that's dinner. And oh, that was the other story I was going did. And this was before the McDonald's foods got small. Okay, I'm telling you, the inside part of this is the size of all their burgers. They have gotten to be where, McDonald's used to be like super big. So when McDonald's was at the regular size, probably about what, 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, Hubs knows how to say wow and move on. Yeah. So anyway, they had a shareable meal plan. Came with 2 Big Macs, 2 fries. You could get it with the medium or large fries, medium or large. It didn't have drinks. So 2 Big Macs, 2 medium or large fries, and 2 orders of 10-piece nuggets for, $15 or whatever the case. And then I would order me like a fillet of fish or a cheeseburger or something, a McDouble cheeseburger, bacon chub, whatever the case. So I had my little burger that I would get me, and I would eat maybe 5 of the nuggets, half the fries, and he ate the rest. And would still go, got anything else? Yeah, the man can, I've been around teenagers. I've had teenagers of my own. I've had other teenagers of other people's. I see how they eat. And my husband can eat them under the table. Still. And not gain weight. Dude is a pencil. So yeah. I can go through and make a bean stew of things. I can go grab stuff out of the freezer and just kind of, let me go throw this or a couple of canned things. I can make dinners be like something huge and feed him for pennies on the dollar. I've had to figure out how to. Dude will eat me out of house and home if I didn't. So yes, so when it comes to food, I can get sketchy with food. I can get, really, really, I have had on certain weeks where money was tight and I wasn't able to buy polish or anything of that thing. But I've had where we literally had $25 or $30 for the week for food. And I still fed that boy and had leftovers. Okay, Nana I already have a gel polish addiction, and now ladies have added a Maniology addiction. My hub knows better than to say a word. I make more than he does. Okay. Ooh, well trained, yes. Nana, I love it. Yeah. It's not an addiction. It's a way of life. It just it's self-care. I'm telling you, for years I did not take care of me. I was so trained from 5. Literally, I was told word for word. You don't matter. You're just here to take care of us. And I was washing the dishes by myself at 5. So I was ingrained, indoctrinated. You don't matter. You're nothing without a man. You need a husband. You'll never be successful. Da 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 da. So for a lot of years, I want to say I was early 40s, mid 40s, before I finally figured out, you know, Y'all can just stuff it. Oh, Dee, thank you. Thank you. I have gorgeous. But Dee, what you don't understand is I work at this stuff. I mean, behind the scenes, I am on a regular basis. I use so many things that would just, you would be like amazed. This poor thing has been on my table for almost a year now. I just bought a new one because the smell has changed. So I didn't check the year. The thing, when you buy items like this, cosmetics, I don't think it's on these, but when you buy lotions, makeup, all kinds of beauty products, on the back of the box or the back of the product, there's going to be this little tiny microscopic thing. And in that little image of makeup, it's the emoji of makeup or whatever it is. It will tell you how long the preservatives and everything in your stuff will last. I don't remember what it was. I didn't check, but it's starting to smell off, and I've had it over a year. And I'm in Vegas where it's warm, so I bought a new one as a backup. But I use this like almost every time I wash my hands. It's like I will do that. And this is hard as hoof. It's supposed to be a nail strengthening. I don't think it actually did. I'm going to say this caveatly. I don't think it actually did a whole lot more than the other stuff that I was using. But it's adding to. So there's this that I put on a regular basis on my cuticles. I am a hog. By the way, they have different scents that you can get of the Maniology cuticle oil, which I highly recommend. This is jasmine. I love it. They had a peppermint one, and people are like, I'm not pepperminty. Okay, I smelled peppermint for about 5 seconds, and then it goes away. The scent does not linger. They did have a limited edition orange one. Nail Teaks Pro 2 for strength. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out what that is. I like hints on my nails. But basically, yes. So I use this stuff. I use the oils. And then I kid you not, on my nails, before I even do the art, I've got 3 different versions between Maniology and their, that's the top coat. That's the other one. I have Maniology stuff I put on. I have Sally Hansen stuff. There's a bunch of them that I will go. I probably have 5 or 6 coats that I will put on my natural nail before I put anything that is a color of polish. And then I will do my artwork. So basically I will have probably 2 layers of polish. That's the base. Then I have my artwork, which other layers it goes. Then I have the smudge free goes on top. Then I have 2 layers of a top coat. So I got 10 layers on my nails on any one given time. Otherwise, I'd be breaking my nails right and left. Jojoba oil is really good. And yeah, tallow because it comes from cows, has the proteins and things. And the other thing is that your health and what you eat and sleep. So if you can manage to get a good night's sleep, which just doesn't happen for me, which is why I take naps. But sleep is when your nails grow and repair. I also use a nail brush to scrub out from underneath. So there's number one, sleep is important. And if you can get sleep, that's a good thing. And if you can put these lotions and potions on before you go to sleep, they have gloves that you can put on so you're not touching your face and getting, they're made out of cotton. Highly recommend those. That will help heal your hands and your cuticles and help them to grow. Biotin and collagen and something Q10. Those are needed building blocks along with what's the term? Electrolytes. And I don't mean Gatorade. Gatorade is something made for athletes in Florida, not everybody else. But do your due diligence, and basically in the chat of the search box of the Chrome or whoever you prefer to use, what are electrolytes? So there's manganese, the stuff in bananas. Oops, wrong word. She didn't. Okay, dog knows that word. The potassium. So there's all these things you get in spinach and various other foods. Eat those things. I buy my cuticle oil on Etsy. She only uses natural oils and scents, coconut, olive, jojoba for the most part. I make my own skin lotion out of tallow. Absolutely. So you put these things on your nails on a regular basis. And it's best that you wash your hands. I use the scrub brush. Then I put those things on, because if your hands are wet, all these things you're adding to your skin are not going to heal or do anything for you. What those things do is keep the moisture inside. It's a barrier so that this doesn't dry out. And that's why you have issues in hangnails and whatnot. I used to get them all the time. And then, of course, there's the filing. Filing gently. I like glass nail files, because those emery ones, that's sandpaper. And that just takes, and file in the one direction. File from out and meet in the middle. Don't seesaw. Yeah, I used to make those stuff too, and then we had to move, and I couldn't keep, because I don't have space for it. I'm making space for it because I want to start doing that again. Having my own goodies. But yeah, jojoba is jojoba's not actually an oil. I forget what they classify it as, but it's one of the items that you can get that is the closest to our serum, sebum, the things that our skin uses to keep us replenished. Jojoba oil is probably one of the best ones out there for things. So there's that. But yeah, I work at these puppies. And then I have scrub daddies and other things, and I let stuff soak, or I rinse things out, and there's some things that I can't use gloves for, but other things I use gloves for. So I am working really hard on a daily basis to make sure that I'm doing things. And then, there's the added thing. I don't leave the house. I don't have a job that I have to do things for. I don't go out into the real world because it's too peoply. Oh yeah, fantastic. Oh yeah, I used to do the hot oil soak. I need to get me another one of those gizmos for it. I love it. The hot oil and the hot wax. Oh my goodness, those are. That is self-care, okay? Because I don't have the bendy parts that can get in and out of the tub as easily anymore. So I don't do baths anymore. But I know that at one point I had those things, and I used to, where I was, it was really cold in the wetness of the winters. And it's surrounded by waters and lakes and streams and ponds. And oh my God, it was just, because I used to live about an hour away from San Francisco. So we would get the trail end of the moisture from that. And just the oh my God, the water is everywhere. Dee can tell you, she has familiarity. There's just water and everything's so damp and everything hurt. And I had the hot wax, hot oil. I had a little warmer, and you stick your hand in that. Oh, because if you have it where you have one that's the hot oil, and then you do the hot wax. Or you can get okay, so essentially it's like a mini crock pot. And you put you can either get wax or you can get oils. There's different brands, different price points, different features. Find the one that works for your kind of situation. You can oh yeah, you can get them in all the popular places sell them. So they basically, you turn them on and it warms up the solution of what you're using. So if you use the hot oil one, you put that your hands in there because it's like a bath for your hands, and you kind of stick that in there for a little bit, and then you don't wipe it off or anything. Now with the hot oil, you can get these little plastic baggies that are look like mittens, and then you put your hand in that and just leave that to sit with the little plastic on it, and it's kind of like deep conditioning your hair. So you can do that, or you can then, let it drip enough, and then you go to the hot wax and put your hand in, and it forms a seal over that, and then you can do the baggie or whatever things. Oh my God, yes, those were amazing. Or you can just go get you a mini crock pot of some sort when they're on sale. And you can buy the refill pellets of the oil and the wax and whatnot from all the major retailers out there. That though, yeah. Watch your sales coming up, because see, it's going to be, what is it? This April, May. So starting in the next few weeks, probably about 2 or 3 weeks, because we're in the first week of April now, that you're going to start seeing sales for everybody out there for Mother's Day. Yeah, crock pots and cookware and all Mother's things. Hey, if you want to soak your whole body in the oil, I don't know how that would, I mean, yeah, I'd do that in the tub and I'd be very careful, but yeah, do that over your whole body. Oh, so you get the oil warm, put it in like a ketchup bottle or something where it's not hot, but it's warm. Make sure you have something that's below you, that you're not gonna, like paper towels or something, so you don't slip. Stand you in the tub and, put that all over you, and then do saran wrap. Okay. Here. So, I thought D meant you soak your whole body. Yeah, you can do that to your whole body. Or you can add it to your bath water, if you want to take a bath. So, D says, I love the hot wax, great for my arthritic hands. I have only done the oils where I put hot water in the bottom of a mani tray and then lay the top and then lay the top, try with a little oil on it over the hot water. Oh, no. After you do the tub, if you're gonna do your whole body, you can do baking soda and salt, or baking soda and vinegar, and sprinkle that, plug the tub, put those concoctions in, and then let it sit for a little bit, and it'll sop it up. Oh yeah, coconut oil is awesome. I love. Yeah, I have the coconut oil too that we go in there and. Did you know though, coconut oil you can use to what they call pulling. You can use a little bit. Um, you don't need much because it expands. So we're talking like, what do I have? You need like maybe just the tip of the nail. You use just a little bit and you swish it around like you're gargling, but close mouth and just kind of swish and swish and swish like while you're watching TV or something, and just sit there and swish for 10 minutes. Does amazing things for your mouth. And it's better than flossing. Oh my gosh. But yeah. But no, I put, various lotions and creams, and then I sit here and just kind of do this. Because the other thing is, if you are kind of massaging in this area, and I have charts somewhere, I forgot exactly which ones they were, but the massaging of the hands, because you got the blood vessels, if you are doing this around your nails, you are bringing the blood flow to the tips. That helps with the growth too. But yeah, biotin and manganese and potassium and all those things that you need. And you only need trace amounts. It's a tiny amount, but you do need it on a multiple weekly basis. And adding those things in. Oh yeah. Coconut oil, tallow, olive oil, peppermint oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, avocado oil. There's probably about 20 that I try to keep my hands on. And peppermint oil. And like I said, like I was saying earlier, oregano. If you can get a scent of words, get them in the right order. If you can get oregano essential oil, the true food grade essential oil, not the aromatic ones, because those are fake oils. You want the true essential oil is oh, you got to go give the doggies the doggies the goodie thingies. You're welcome, Dee. Thank you so much for showing. I appreciate you so much. Hugs, loves. Thank you. Be safe out there. Give the doggy a huggy for me. You have a wonderful evening. Whatchamacallit? If you can get the oregano oil, and put that on your feet at night. So basically, you have it in a small container that you won't spill, and you just need a few drops on your feet, and then you rub your feet together, and then you're in bed, and put that on. That will help you heal so much. I need to make some more. But yeah, otherwise, if you know how to distill it, if you know how to make tinctures and the essentials of the oils and stuff, which I used to do my own before figuring out that there are companies out there I can buy them from a lot easier and takes wear off my body. But at this point, they're also expensive, and I need to make my own again. I now have the space. Well, I'm going to say I now have a place of space, that with the tools and whatnot that I can start doing that, because yeah, those are good. But yeah, oregano is by far, it's not just something that goes on your pizza or your spaghetti that tastes good. It has so many things in it, it's not even funny. So at this point, it is 6:47. I've been at this a while. I did not think I would be here this long. I've been out here almost 2 hours. Wow. I wasn't planning on that. And my phone is still. So, do y'all want to stick around? I can give more tips and tricks. Do you want to end for the night and say thank you and coming, or we'll take a poll. If the majority of you want to stick around, then I'll stay for probably another 30 minutes, give or take. We'll go until 7:30 my time. Or if you've had it for the evening, that this is enough to absorb and you want to process later, we can say thanks for doing the Tuesday, and we'll try this again in a couple of days. I'm game to whatever other people. I just wanted to be here to be a place for people to fall, because again, I know that during the pandemic, there were a bunch of channels that I relied on every single week, that I had my week planned out, that there were at times that I would go watch those channels, and they are no longer doing the lives because the pandemic isn't, as people aren't isolated anymore. So I know how much having that taken away can kind of, for some people, be okay. We will go ahead, and because it's late for everybody, I understand. So thank you for sharing. Um, we'll go ahead and end. But like I said, I know that having those channels that went away kind of left a spot for me that I'm like, okay, now what I'm going to do? I used to do this on this day, and, now I don't got no place to go. So you kind of, gravitate to other places and things. So whoops. So I'm just kind of going, all right, what did you guys want to do? And I'm here for the people that still feel like, hey, Tuesday is my thing to do nails. So I'm going to try and do that. You are welcome. You are welcome. Good night, ladies. Hi, Darlene. I didn't see you pop in, but I missed saying hello. Welcome, and thank you for coming. Share the word, spread the word. I will be doing more, and if you are let me know, and I will do my best around my schedule, that if I can show up with yours, I'll show up at yours and help support you as well. So we're in this community to be a community, to be there for each other, because the world is something else right now. Good night, ladies. You're welcome. You're welcome, Pam. Thank you for coming. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for being the best human you all can possibly be. I know you're trying. The world is just, they are tasking it and making it difficult, no matter what your beliefs are right now. It's not pretty. And we need to be there for each other as much as we possibly can. So yes, I know, just be the best human you can possibly be. Do not let those who are part of the Misery Loves Company Club recruit you. And they are always recruiting. And I know me, I'm an ex-member. I'm more conscious of what I do. And I do know that every now and then I get on the, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm doing that. No, we don't want to do that. So we're not going to recruit for misery. We're going to talk for joy and happiness. And it's a job. It's an effort I have to make on a daily basis, because of the places and the environments that I was around for so long. It is my go-to place. So I have to work at going, nope, we're not going to do that. So this is why I say that, is as a reminder, to find the joy, find the happiness, find the gratitude, find the peace and the love, and all those things that, make you happy, because you have to be happy with you and not expect other people to be happiness for you. So thank you for those who were here tonight. Thank you for all of those who will be watching later on after it goes live on the website, because it does take a couple of hours for that to process. I've had one take 2 days. But yeah, for those of you who were there that didn't pop in and didn't have comments to say, I still appreciate you showing up and all the fun that you were able to join in with us, if that helped you. For future lives, help me by coming with questions in the comments, plates that I might have that I can help you with, or that you want to see me use if I have. So, ideas, suggestions, it's all welcome, because content creation is not easy to do. And I know there's things that I might be interested in, but the point is that you're watching me to get something out of it for you. So that's why I'm asking for your input. What do you want to see? What do you want me to do? How would you like me to help you? Helps me to be able to help you. And, figure out all the fun stuff. So that being said, please be kind, and I will see you soon. Good night.